Larry the Barber Man. I'm with Harry Pirate at his barbershop, Harry Pirate's barbershop in Bromley. Today we're going to review what we consider to be the top 3 corded clippers, working right the way down from a detailer right up to your bolt busting rotary motored clipper. Now you've probably seen Harry on YouTube. Yeah, Harry has a channel called Harry Pirates where he gives real advice, he gives inspirational advice, and he gives totally honest reviews regarding clippers, trimmers, or anything to do with barbering, as barbering is in his heart. So we're going to kick off today with our corded review. Thank you for having me back again, Harry.
No worries, though. Thanks for coming.
I love coming here because we can have technical conversations about clippers.
We both love it. We both love it. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's kick off then. So we're going to start down at the lower end. We both decided amongst ourselves that we thought that the Andy's T-outliner was the #1 clipper right now, especially bearing in mind that you no longer need to import the American version. We've now got an English version with an English plug. So give me your take on this.
What can I say? I mean, the Andy's T-outliner, every barber around the world knows how amazing this trimmer is. That's why everyone uses it. And the reason is because the power, the cut, and the ergonomics and the toughness, everything about it is 10 out of 10. I've used the wall detailers, I've used the Andy's superliners. These to me are brilliant. I know a lot of people cut the tops off. I call it Skeletor, they skeletonize it. I've actually got a pair of the GTX, which is the black ones of these, are 3-pronged. I Skeletored those. But the reason you do that, they do run a little bit hot, but you just can't rival the quality of these lines. Honestly, like if you want crispy lines, get a T-outliner. The great thing about these as well, obviously before if you wanted one, you've got to buy a converter, which obviously the converter is great because it allows you to buy all the American stuff and explore and raise your game. But the great thing about these now, they come in an English plug. I believe you've got those on your site, right, Larry?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
English for American.
And they're just as powerful, the English plug one. It's the same clipper, it's the same motor. These are great. I love the ergonomics about these. What I was saying earlier as well about the difference between the blade. I mentioned that in the previous review, that this is a lot smaller, the cordless, yeah. This is a lot smaller, as you can see. So it's not a great deal, but it does make the job a little bit easier, and you can get a nice straight line. You know, these you can get a straight line, but these, obviously, because it's a bigger area, you're not trying to measure up as much, you know? Yeah.
Fewer strokes to get a lot
Fewer strokes. The other thing I love about these T-outliners is this rocker switch. I think this is the best kind of switch you can get for any. I think all clippers should have this. What? This is my right. So if you look at something like the Masters, let me quickly get these. The Masters have got this switch on the side. What I find is when I'm constantly moving this lever, as you do when you're cutting, I flick this off a lot. So I'll be cutting, I'll flick it back on, flick it off. It's right there, and it's plastic. It's the only thing I don't like about the Masters. The one gripe I've got, because these are amazing, but the one gripe I've got is this rocker switch. I hate it. Whereas with this, it's there, it's out of the way, your hand's never on it because you hold the clippers like this, and you've actually got to proper push it to get it on or off. It's the greatest switch. Obviously the BARBER have got one on the bottom, Wall have got the little nipple switch here. I think personally all clippers should have this. That's just me personally, I love it. I think that's a great design. And these just feel great as well, you know, it's big enough to feel like you've got something in your hand, but it's not too big like the Precisioners by ProMate that you gave me to review. Yeah, they're a lot bigger. They're like the size of a big hair clipper. To me, that's too big. I want something small enough, but I also want it to feel like it's actually doing something. Do you know what I mean? I had these, then I got the GTX, which are great. And then if you watch my channel, you'll know that I got the blackouts, which, to be honest with you, they're exactly the same. Subtle differences, such as the casing, the coating on the blade. I'd say the blade is slightly closer. I might be wrong, but to me that's what I know.
It's flatter, so it must be closer.
It's flatter, yeah. I mean, you can even see it when you look there. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's 100% flatter. Like the end of it is wafer thin, whereas this one you can actually see the blade at the end.
Which make that the black one less forgiving, but you're going to get a tighter fade.
Exactly, it does make it less forgiving as well. It does. You've got to be a little bit more careful. You don't want to cut people up, but you get a much closer finish. Like, I don't have to foil sometimes with these, whereas with this, I always have to foil the bottom of a skin fade. With these, honestly, like, I can just use these, and it's enough. It's on some, especially like fair-haired people, it's down to the meat already. If you put the foil on it, it's no different. Apart from that, to be honest, I mean, you can watch my review on these, but there's not a massive difference, to be honest. These come zero gap. Yeah, out of the box, these come zero gapped. So if you buy the blackout version, not the GTX, because they're separate, but the blackout version specifically, you don't have to zero gap these. You can take them out of the box and they're done. You can just use them. Whereas these, obviously, you'll have to zero gap. The GTX as well, you have to zero gap. You can get them cutting as close, but I just love the fact that you buy these, bosh, take them out of the box, bang. Do you know what I mean?
Us guys in Europe need a converter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, for these you will, yeah. But the beauty about these is you don't, because these now come in a UK plug. And I imagine as well around Europe they have like a Euro plug. They must do if they've brought them out. Yeah. And to be honest with you, the only difference that I found, the main difference, is these run a little bit hotter. But it's not a deal breaker. It's not. You can get through 2 or 3 haircuts fine. It's a little bit uncomfortable for the barber, that's all. It makes the blade doesn't get hot as long as it's oiled and cleaned properly. I haven't really found much difference with the blades getting warm. It's literally the cutting and the power and the way it feels in your hand while you're cutting, you know. Apart from that, yeah, you know, the Andes T outliner, out of 10, I've not used a better corded clipper. I'm gonna have to give it a 10. I'm gonna have to, because the wool detailer, I'd say solid. If you've got a wool detailer, don't think you've got to go and upgrade to this, because you don't. That's a great detailer. I just think it's personal.
It's great. It does have more power. You feel the power.
Yeah. But barbering's a personal thing. I've always said, we're working one-on-one with somebody to make them feel good, which is very personal to you as well. But also, the tools that you use to do that means a lot, you know? To me, it's passion. To me, it's like, I could go and buy a crap trimmer, or, you know, I'll probably get the same level of cut because I'm a professional, I know what to do. This would just make your life easier. Why not just spend the extra money, buy a converter, or now you don't need to, and get the better tools? To me, it's a no-brainer. I wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, it's got to be a 10. I don't think there's a better corded detailer out there. I just don't. I think this is brilliant. And if you've got the extra bit, get that one and get the converter, because it's like the little upgraded version of it. It's like buying a 911 and then a 911 turbo. It's basically the same. But yeah, that is my advice for the corded detailers.
Get your grey T outline.
That's it. Get these. These are sick. And UK plug, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Okay, so let's move on to the mid. What were your choice?
So the mid clippers, we both had a chat, didn't we? We agreed. Obviously, these are your wall legends. Corded clippers, these are great. I think they're brilliant. Magnetic motor. Standard wall motor. You know, if you've got super tapers, if you've got the super taper, what is it, the 2000, the silver ones, very, very similar. Or the icons as well. Look, the thing with wall, this is the other thing that put me off wall, I'm being completely honest now, I'll speak openly and freely, is that they tend to put the same clipper with a different case, and they do. And I'm not just making that up, they do. I mean, these are the same as icons, they're the same as super tapers, to be honest.
Obviously, power is good. I mean,
obviously you've got the V5000 motor, you've got the V9000, is it?
No, that's what that has, the 9000.
This is the 9000, yeah. So obviously that is going to give you more power, but I'm talking about the the way it works, you know, the way it feels, it's the same clipper really. Some of them have got a different motor, some haven't, you know. Wool have, they're guilty of it, and I'll tell them straight to the camera, they're guilty of putting the same motor in another clipper with a different case, and then it's the same, and it kind of made me think, oh, I don't know, you know.
But the motor is good.
No, it is good. It is
the
good.
The difference on that, why you like that, you should mention, is the crunch blade, which gives you a lot of range. Straight
Exactly. No, you're right. You're right. The one thing I will absolutely big wall up for is their blades. Their blade technology is second to none. They're always thinking. They're always bringing out a new sort of blade. So they've got the crunch blade, they've got the stagger blade, they've got the surgical blade, they've got the bevel blade, and then they've got that other in between one, the one that's flat on the end. I think it comes on the, I forget which clipper it is, but they've got like 5 blades. Obviously Andy's have got 2. They've got a surgical and a bevel. I don't know. It is a toss up. I know. It's whether you want to not, like basically with an Andy's Master, right? I won't use a naught guard, which is in English it's the 0.5 or the 0.5 guard. I won't use that. I'll just open up the no blade. It's the same. Whereas with this, you have to use your guards. You've got to use the 0.5. You've got to use the 1. You've got to use the 1.5. You don't have to, but it makes your life easier. But I mean, look. All things aside, this is a great little clipper. Do you know why I prefer this one? The ergonomics, obviously, it looks nice as well, because, you know, let's face it, you've got to have your drawer looking good. Customer walks in and sees a load of dirty stuff, like old stuff. Now, you've got to have nice stuff. Look, to be honest, this is about the same as a Magic Clip corded, an Icon. It's about the same clipper. And as an umbrella sort of rating, I'd give them a 7 out of 10. And that would be this, the Super Taper, the Magic Clip corded, and you know, the other various ones that Wool do that they put different cases on. To me, they're kind of all the same sort of mid-range. But you can't go wrong with them.
That's a magnetic motor.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with them.
And that range in the throw as well is really good on those.
You can do any haircut with these. Any haircut. You can make it look just as sick as you could with any Masters or any fast feeds or trendsetters. But it might just take you a little bit longer to work it. That's the only difference. You might lose 5-10 minutes. You just might have to work it a little bit more.
That's a 7 out of 10 for your mid-range. You've got another one that you like as well.
I have, yeah.
It was only meant to be free, but
I know, we'll quickly sneak this one in. Honourable mention. And the reason that I want to talk about this one is because not a lot of people know about it. It's gained a lot of credibility and praise in the industry over the last year, and this is the Babyliss FX 880 Pro. All metal construction. It's got that lovely rocker switch on the bottom, which I like. It's all solid metal. There's not one bit of plastic on this. Even the switch is all metal. This is a pivot motor. Okay, so obviously the Legend here is a magnetic motor, as are the Legends. The Icons and the Andes Masters, etc. This is a pivot motor. This is the same as an Oster fast feed. Now the pivot motor is a motor on an arm like this. So the cutting blade's on here, as you know, and it goes side to side really fast. And that means that there's no loss of power because it's powered from the bottom. So you're getting all that torque coming through. Whereas a magnetic will be literally on 2 magnets and then a rotary is on the spinny one. The great thing about a pivot motor is there is no loss of power. Like to me, I know it's kind of a known thing that the rotary is like the most powerful, but to me, the pivot's the most powerful. I take down heads with this from like a 7 or 8 to like 0. Like butter. Butter. I don't even have to go over it. Just bosh, bosh, bosh. These apparently, so they say, are the highest speed motor clippers on the market.
Pivoted motor.
In general, they're the high speed. That's what they say.
The Masters is 14,000 strokes a minute.
I don't know the strokes a minute, but from what they say, from what I know, is that these are the highest speed motor. It's a pivot motor, but it's a high speed pivot motor. They've like done some wizardry, black magic, witchy stuff on it. All I'm saying is this is a absolute beast. And I know a lot of people use it. I think Alan Beat uses this. I think Toasted Styles uses this now. Talif and Madison. I know a lot of top barbers have got turned onto this and used it. I loved it. I still love it. I just don't use it anymore.
So is that all round or?
This is all round. This is all round. This is for, you can do skin phase detailing.
And you'd line up a forehead with that as well?
I wouldn't line up a forehead with this. No, definitely not. It's definitely not close enough for that. However, as a beveled blade clipper for doing fades and normal haircuts, in my opinion, this is amazing. Just a quick honourable mention, I'll give this an 8 out of 10 for the build quality and everything. But yeah, I mean, if we're talking, it's a different motor though, you know, so it's a pivot motor, so it's always going to be a little bit more powerful than the magnetic motor or the, I know rotary's the most powerful, but it's slower. I mean, look, if you're going to get a mid clipper, I would go with that or with that. If you're looking for wall guard system, if you already own wall guards and you're not looking to like have this whole learning curve of using Andy's stuff, because it is a learning curve. But yeah, one of these two, just get them. Brilliant. I've got them. You get them.
And your bolt busters included?
Okay, so bolt busters included. It's got to be the Oster. It's got to be. There's nothing more powerful than these bad boys. This is the model 97. It's a lightsaber. Look at it. I feel like Luke Skywalker when I hold this. Like, do you know what I mean? It's massive. These are sick. These are amazing. These are based on the old school Oster original clippers that they brought out, and they kind of made them modern. And they brought this one out, the model 10, which is this one. It's basically the 97's baby brother, as you can see. It's got a nipple switch on it. Not fond of that. I prefer the rocker there. But yeah, I mean, you can see the size difference. But look, these Osters are...
97 is a UK. You should mention that as well.
This one?
97 is UK.
Okay,
plug.
so this 97 as well is a UK plug. Okay, whereas the other one you will need a converter. The good thing about this, you're never going to drop it. This will stick to your hand even if you don't want it to. It's great. And the power is unrivaled. It's rotary motor, detachable blade. You can obviously put Andy's ceramic edges and Osters on these.
They're universal.
They're universal, which is pretty amazing.
That system started, that whole detachable blade system was started by Oster.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Right.
And then universal right across. So if you've got a wall rotary and this rotary,
you can put them all on.
Yeah.
Right.
But it did, as a history lesson, it all started from Oster.
From Oster, yeah. Right. So, look, I love these clippers. When I was saying about getting those Babyliss to zing people's hair off if they wanted, like, you know, skinhead or something. Like today, I've done like three shave offs, like people just wanted their hair like 1'd or 0'd. I just use this. Like, I wouldn't use nothing else. You don't have to, like, with normal clippers, like barbers out there and up and coming barbers, you'll understand you've got to, you know, back, go the other direction, like come back. You don't have to do this with these. It's literally bosh. Bosh, like each line done. There's no shadow, nothing. Like, these are super powerful clippers. Like, when I say super powerful, when I said lightsaber, yeah, these lightsabers, like, these are brilliant.
And what was you telling me about when you go to take your pet? I was arguing with
you.
Yeah.
Adamant. Yeah, so I own 2 small dogs, 2 baby Rottweiler. I'm joking. I've got a Westie and a Pomeranian, and every time I go to the vets, they've got these hanging up in the vet surgery, and obviously pet hair is a lot thicker, a lot denser, so they need something that's going to work every time. They can't be messing around.
And spit it out as well.
And yeah, that's what I mean. And they've all got these. And I'm not saying, oh, you know, they're pet clippers. Like, to me, these are just workhorses. Like, for a corded clipper, rotary braid, these are amazing. And I'd say out of 10, the 97. As a rotary corded clipper, 9 out of 10. The only thing I would say I don't like about it is it's got a couple of little funky ergonomical designs that I don't like. And the 10 as well, same, 9 out of 10. The Oster rotary is amazing, you know, that's why they're used the world over. But I hope I've helped a couple of you anyway, and we've got through to, I hope you made your decision anyway, because those are my favourites, and I use them every day. So yeah, they're brilliant.
So Harry, yeah, thank you very much for going through your our favourite corded clippers, right from the bottom to the very top. I'm sure you've saved people a lot of brain busting trying to make an informed decision.
I hope so. I hope that helps a couple of people. Yeah.
Because as everybody knows about your reviews, you do not side with any clipper.
I
You
don't.
just tell it as it is.
That's
If it's weak in a certain area, you tell. If it's strong in a certain area, you'll tell.
I know it looks like I'm like siding with Andy's, which I probably am recently, because I'm just being honest. Like, they make the best stuff in my opinion. For me, the way I barber, the way I move, the way I flow, yeah, Andy's are the best stuff. However, Oster have got some diamonds in there, as of Wall, so it's
You
universal.
can't side with Andy's because they don't give you nothing. You're not an ambassador.
No, I'm not.
You put
I'm
your
not.
hand
I'm not.
in your
but-
pocket and you buy
Well,
it.
this reiterates why I'm honest, because they don't. I'm not paid by Andy's to say this or anything. I'm giving my honest opinion, and people that watch my YouTube will know I'm very honest. If I don't like something, I'll say. If I like something, I'll say. But yeah, that drawer there, that's my work drawer. That's what I use every day. And I do juggle between stuff. People are like, why do you need so many clippers? Why do you need a masters? Why do you need that? And the quick answer is because I just love clippers. I love using them all. So yeah. But thanks for coming, Larry.
Thank you very much
Brilliant.
for having me, Harry.
Good.
We'll have to do this again soon. I think we're going to have to do one on foil shavers. So everyone, as of now, I've just decided that I'm going to come back with Harry and we're going to do a foil shaver.
That'd be great,
review.
yeah.
So till next time, we're out of here.
Brilliant. See you later, guys.